All right, guys, and welcome back. It's been a little while since I last did a video on here. I think I missed yesterday. I can't remember if I missed the day before or not, but we'll get into that in a second. Let's go ahead and just jump straight over into it. So this is what we have here. This is a beta version, so not the final version of this modified version of NHL 94. This is for the 2026 Olympics. I know that somebody was asking me to go over and play the what is it, the 1998 Olympics game on the N64, but we're going to play this first. So I think we're going to go ahead and grab Canada. And the reason why is because, like many of you, I just finished watching the Canadian team barely beat Czechia in the quarterfinals. And so I'm thinking it might be good to go ahead and grab this. Do this as auto. We'll just sort of keep it this way. User records not advised, so we will not use those. And we're going to do the fun thing where we're just going to save our state here, and hopefully it'll work. Alright, so what's going on here? There we go. Oh, for some reason it wasn't working. So yeah, we'll sort of see what happens here as we get all this set up and ready to go. And the difference here, of course, is that it will be just a tournament structure similar to the NHL playoffs with best of 7 series. So it won't be quite as much concern about making sure that you win every single game. And we have, maybe a little bit more room for margin for error and so on and so forth. Now, when I was first testing this out, just sort of to make sure it worked, I played with France, which is a really, really poor team. You can tell as soon as you play it because they're just really, really slow. There's not much you can do with that. This one, as you can see here, does not have the widescreen mode, so we're going to have to get away from the widescreen mode for a little while now. And I do kind of miss it. Widescreen's really, really cool and really nice, but it's okay. We'll take this. The other thing that this doesn't have is that this version of the game does not have fighting, of course, because the penalty for fighting in international hockey at the Olympics is pretty intense. So we're going to have to solve our differences some other way. But other than that, it's pretty nice. It's pretty much just what you want it to be. I don't know what the overtime rules are either. I'm assuming it's not the same as in real life, of course. I'm assuming that it would be very difficult to program that into NHL 94. Well, I might be wrong, I don't know. And so yeah, I guess my biggest news here is that I just finished watching the Czechia-Canada game, like literally just a couple of minutes ago, right before I turned this on. At first, I was kind of preparing myself for what I was going to say if Canada lost, but I guess fortunately they didn't, and that makes it a little bit better. Although I was going to title this video something like, let's try it again or something like that. Anyway, yeah, this will be fun. This will give us something to do for a little while, and it'll probably give us a series, hopefully, that lasts beyond the end of the Olympics. I'm probably going to do something similar to what I did before with NHLPA 93, in that I'll probably just play it like once every other day or something like that, rather than trying to do them all on consecutive days, so that we can play a couple of other games. And one of the reasons why I want to do that, I'll be real transparent about it, is that YouTube, I've noticed, tends to prefer to push out content that I have that's for like things that are unusual. And boy, Marchand just walked that one in. So that was pretty simple, and we're up 1-0. So I was watching a video that made an allegation that YouTube has an AI system that basically listens to what you say and then characterizes your video based on what you're saying, and for reasons of like whether the AI is going to push your video or not. We've known for a long time that YouTube has used an AI system, because it's impossible for YouTube to be completely like manually done. Like there's no possible way for you to for like a person to watch all of the millions upon millions of videos that are uploaded on the platform. And so it's had a AI sort of run or generated system for quite some time. But the theory that this person had is that if you talk about like different topics and if you're, you know, pushing different things in your videos, that will help you in the AI world. Whereas if you have videos where you're saying like the same thing over and over again, the AI will likely think that you're just copying from something else it already knows and will not push your video as much. I'm not sure that is necessarily true, but I've seen in my videos some indication of that being the case. So I don't know. This is an interesting looking puck, multicolor. I don't know what the official pucks look like for the Olympics, but I'm presuming that it was based on that. We've apparently decided to take a completely defensive posture here, and now here we go. Of course, there's nobody there with me. I'm not sure if the computer might be making those automatic line changes. That might be what's going on. I guess I got in trouble for that check, huh? I'm not sure what I did. Charging, okay. Celebrini a little bit too excited there. Anyway, yeah, as I had said at the very beginning of this, I've been a little bit tardy here in getting more videos put out here on this channel. Let's see if we get any highlights coming up here, just out of curiosity. I've been a little bit late to the punch, and it's been in part because of other you know, work that I've been doing, and also because I'm kind of at the moment watching all three children alone. So my wife is over in Taiwan for the next 2 weeks for the Chinese New Year. So anyway, that's kind of what's been going on here. So it's been a little bit kind of out of pocket for a little while, but it's all good. I feel like these songs have been changed a little bit or something like that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just hearing things. I knew that was coming. Nekos. Go get our revenge. Anyway, so the nice news out here in Northern Virginia is that we're finally having the snow melt. It still hasn't melted all the way. We still have a huge chunk of it, the ice rather, right in front of our house. But it's getting better with every passing day, and I think that after a couple days it'll finally all be gone. This has been kind of an unusual winter here. I don't remember ever seeing ice quite like this. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Almost as bad as our defense was there. That was really bad. Alright, we'll have to concentrate a little bit now and try to get this back. We give up another breakaway straight away. So I don't know, maybe this game is somewhat realistic, huh? How many face-offs have we won? And there's Connor McDavid for you, so 2-2. He made that look easy. I don't know if you're Team Canada. I don't know how you can win like 25% of your face-offs in the third period and still win the game, but that's what they did. Brad Marchand again, so we've had kind of a problem here with breaking the rules. Should be a penalty shot, eh? Yeah. Alright, I don't really know how to do this, so... so I'll just do it the wrong way. Anyway, there were, as I've said before, there were a whole bunch of NHL 94 modified ROMs and stuff that we can play with. So there's a bunch of other stuff that we'll have coming up eventually. I know some people were saying, hey, just play the original, and we can do that again as well. But for now, I'm kind of interested in doing this as a sort of a series, depending upon how well we do in this series against Czecia. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. All right, let's try it again. I wanted to pass that forward instead. That's all right. Yeah, we get to it anyway. All right. Boy, that goes again. He's got his hat trick. Apologies for being so quiet. I'm trying to concentrate and make something good happen here, and all I've done is made us go down 3-2. All right, let's go ahead and regroup. We had a chance there, but it didn't quite materialize. I thought that I had a guy on the right side, but I guess I didn't. And there they go again. So it's 4-2 now, and we're not playing very well. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, I'm guessing. Well, the period ends, so we'll see what the penalty's all about. I'm not sure what the penalty was all about, but it was something. We got 2 goals to make up here, though. There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. We got 1 back. Connor McDavid again. Celebrini with the assist. So that's the one line, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I haven't looked yet. I know I can look at the lines and figure it out. I have it set on auto line changes so that I don't have to worry so much about getting the right ones in. I'm presuming that it works, but I don't know. I haven't played enough to like really have a good handle on it. I do know that there are games where it doesn't work. All right, here we go. It's close. And they have another breakaway. Geez, how many breakaways have we given up? All right. That's all right. I've established in the past that I can score shorthanded goals. But we're really going to have to go for one now. How about that? Switzerland beats the United States. So I don't know, maybe that's a sign of something to come. I know that here in real life, in the real world, the United States plays it, I think it's at 3:30. It's about 1:30 that I'm filming this. Interesting. So it had me controlling the goalie the whole time. I thought that I had this set up to auto goalie, so I'm not sure exactly what was happening with that, but it's all right. There we go. Close. You know, the nice thing about doing this as a 7-game series is that this allows me to improve as time goes on and not just lose once and then we're done. Here we go. Oh man, just missed. There we go. There we go. That's the game tire. And it's McKinnon. It is, I will admit, if you play this game, it's a little bit easier to play as Canada. Because everybody's like fast and like your controls like feel like they work right and all that stuff. When I was trying to play earlier with France, it was pretty ugly. Well, maybe that helps us out. I don't know. Oh yeah, we end up with a 4-minute penalty for elbowing. So yeah, that was probably not the right thing to do. All right, here we go. We'll get it. There we go. And we end up with an injury this time, I think. Yep. Looks like that's the way it is, so... I'm not sure what that sound was of him running into that. Did he run into the official or something? Or I'm not sure what that was, but it was interesting. All right, let's go once again. Well, it looks like we're going to overtime pretty much no matter what. I'd be surprised if we were able to get anything more out of it than that. And yeah, we won't be able to. So, a couple more cheap shots and that'll be good enough. Oh yes, and we've done it. No, but it's waved off. Connor McDavid with the penalty. I think it's waved off. Well, McDavid has disappeared. That's the end. You ever see that happen? So somehow we're able to win despite being called for a penalty on the final shot. We had 44 seconds of a power play in that game. They had about 10 minutes, and we still won. We were 3 for 18 for one-timers. I think that's the thing that helped us out the most. So there you go. That was definitely interesting. And I think that that's the way it ends. I'm not sure. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I guess we'll find out in a second. Well, if this ends up freezing, we're probably not going to be able to do much else. Oh no, here we go. So, we might have to rethink this project a little bit here, because I have a feeling that we've somehow caused something to totally freeze. Whatever we've done, I don't think that is possible. All right, well, rather than sort of sitting here for another 20 minutes and just sort of like, you know, showing this screen endlessly to you, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Remember, this was a beta, so it looks like this supposed series might be off. We might have something different for you in 2 days. So there you go. There's a little bit of what that's like in NHL 94. To whoever was the creator of this, you might want to take a look at a couple things. I'm not sure what I just did, but I think I broke it. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.